Friday, May 22nd. The city's loud tonight. Same corruption, same criminals, same fear. They think the darkness will swallow the city whole. They're wrong. 2 weeks of nights have turned me into a nocturnal plastic brick with a horrible sleeping schedule. They think I'm in the shadows, but I am the shadows. Mostly because the power went out while I was building a Batman Lego set for that Golden Edition endgame.
What are you doing?
Just being Batman and shit.
You're a 22-year-old unk playing a video game about Lego Batman, not even normal Batman, but the Lego version. Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. Oh boy, now we're talking. This game is Game of the Year contender, just saying it right now. Fuck it, fuck GTA 6. Lego Batman is where it's at, man. I cannot fathom how much fun I've had the past week playing this game. There hasn't been a game that I've been this excited to boot up in a while. It's just super fun. I remember playing Lego Batman 1 and 2 back in the 360 when I was a little baba booey, and that game did wonders to me back then. And it's doing wonders to me now at the ripe age of 22. I'm still seated, eyes glued to the screen, playing Lego Batman like it's 2008. And there's just something poetic about that. I do not know how they did it, but this game is amazing. Glazing aside, let's get critical. Honestly, I'm really happy with how they went about the story. Usually, Lego games aren't really known for their intricate and deep stories, but they kind of locked in with this one and touched down on very recurring themes, and I really enjoyed the story through and through. I'll try to be as much spoiler-free as I can, and if I do mention something critical, I'll let you know in advance. But if you're a Batman fan and have lived through some of his stories, you kind of know what is going to happen since there's a lot of reference in here, but in a good way though. There is still twists and changes here and there for everyone to enjoy, but let's go from the top. The story kicks off from the very beginning, and when I mean the very beginning, I mean the very beginning. I was really shocked that they went there, but they did. And what I mean by that is that we start the game as little Bruce in his parents. Oh shit! No way, bro. They're starting this shit from the beginning. Bro, I thought I was already gonna be Batman. Nah. Hell no, bro. And yeah, you guys know the rest. No, cuando van a matar a sus papás. No! Se murió. After that, we get the usual Batman story. Bruce feels that Gotham is in need of a symbol, so he trains for years. Although for us, it's just like a 30-minute tutorial on teaching us how the mechanics work, which I'll touch down on as well later. After that, we're finally Batman. And so the story of the Dark Knight begins. The game is divided in 6 chapters, and I really enjoyed how each one was a different era of Batman. You felt the transition in between the chapters. I also loved the cutscenes that play on each chapter, and one of them is a direct homage to the Batman the Animated Series, and oh my god, it's so good. They even did the aspect ratio right. I know most of y'all don't care, but as a movie/TV nerd, this means everything to me. Anyways, as I said earlier, the story actually surprised me for a lot of different aspects. First, the themes it touches down on and the lesson it gives you are nice. I mean, at the end of the day, it is a kid's game, so I don't really want to overanalyze a Lego game, because if I do, I'll be called out as a jobless unk. Although it is true, I just want to give my 2 cents, okay? I like how the family aspect is developed. This isn't a loner Batman that doesn't want help at all. He seems like that most of the time from the outside, but you know his ass is glad he has people there for him, even at his lowest, and that's great. It teaches you that you don't have to be a loner in this life, and the people around you matter, even if you don't think that at first. There, I said it. Now here comes the, okay, so we're analyzing the Lego game at its ripe age of 22. You guys happy now? Some of the missions were actually really great. There's one particular one, and it's more towards the end of the game, so skip to this timestamp if you don't want to get spoiled. But it's not a major spoiler anyways. Batman. Alright, y'all gone? Fine. There's a point in the game that we have to chase down Joker, and it's just so good. It's this whole mission where you first start in the Batmobile to be later taken down, and then go into bike mode and keep chasing the Joker, and oh my god, is that an Akira Slide reference? Holy shit! And then you go into these trucks, and this mysterious person shows up to help, and her ability to ninja dash is so good. I love it. I love this game. Anyways, hello people that skipped to this timestamp. How's everything? I missed y'all. And of course, it wouldn't be a Lego game without its reference. And oh boy, they did so many, and not just about Batman. The team behind TT Games actually knows ball, and some of these references are really niche for some reason. Here's some of my favorite ones.
Nice card.
No way, is that a that's a fucking American Psycho reference, no?
Well, if you can eat 55 burgers, 55 shakes, and 55 tacos, we'll ask you to leave.
Peak reference! 55 burgers, 55 tacos, 55.
All your new friends in Arkham.
Yo, it's the, oh my god, it's this, bro, this is Jared Leto, no? So yeah, to conclude this part of the video, the story isn't an amazing one that will be remembered forever, but for a LEGO game that usually isn't story heavy, they really did a great job, and I was immersed all the way through, really. I stream all of this on my Twitch, and I genuinely had a blast. Follow me on Twitch. I definitely didn't mention this as a shameless plug. I will be dividing this into 3 different sections since there's a lot to talk about here. The combat, the puzzles, and the open world. Starting with the combat, when this game was first announced, one of the things that sparked everyone's interest when they showed this trailer at Geoff's show was that the combat wasn't like previous LEGO games. It was going to be directly inspired by the Arkham games, and oh my god, everyone literally exploded in hype. And the fact that they were going to reference all of Batman's history throughout all the mediums in a singular game had everyone super hyped. And that's why this game has been in the top of my mind for the past year. But yes, the combat, sorry, I got a little carried there. The combat is in fact a one-on-one recreation with the combat from the Arkham game. I mean, if something's perfect, why change it? I really like this. It's different from the combat we've had in past LEGO games, and I think it's refreshing in a way, if it makes sense. Even though it's something we've seen before, it still has that LEGO touch to it. The animations are really clean, and they have these finishers that are like super cool. There's one where Batman just R farms and the guy fucking dies because he couldn't handle all that, and I think that's so cool. But as I said earlier, this game isn't just about Batman. There's different characters you start unlocking, and I think they're all great. They all play differently. They all count with 2 different gadgets that are not only used for puzzles, but also in combat, which I think is neat. Officer Gordon shooting gum at people will never not be funny to me. And then, Catwoman. I'll leave this clip to speak for itself. Holy shit.
Men in tights. My favorite. I've got a little errand to run, and then I'm all yours.
Oh my god, bruh. We also have Robin, who later becomes Nightwing. Actually, he is the one that kind of plays the same-ish. I mean, it makes sense. He just like grows up and becomes Nightwing. So his kid is literally kind of the same, but it has like one little difference, which is electricity. But it's fine. I'm not gonna nitpick a LEGO game, as I said. I have better shit to do. Then we also have Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. Probably my least favorite character of the bunch, since her abilities are more support-ish. You can tell these were made for puzzle solving first, combat second. And I don't know. I like her in the comics and TV shows she's been a part of, and I don't really like how they did her in the game. But again, not nitpicking. And finally, we have Talia, which is the daughter of Ra's al Ghul, the guy from the beginning of the game. And her movesets are really cool. I'm not a fan of the character. Like, she's kind of like a who is this gift, but I get why she's here and all that. All right, to finish this section off, I'm really glad they went with this route. Instead of adding a bunch of characters like they usually do in past LEGO games, I like that they narrowed down the roster to a handful of characters. They all have different skill trees for their gadgets, and you unlock upgrades for it. And I think that's good. It makes you be more attached to them and learn how they actually play. And you start learning when it's good to play a character depending on the scenario you are. For example, I realized that Nightwing is really good when you have multiple enemies attacking you. Talia is great for taking out those annoying shield guys and the bigger foes. Since you can teleport behind them, they're not really a threat where maybe other characters will struggle in. So yeah, I think DT Games did a really great job here by making the combat feel unique and not just feel the same for every character. Also, here's my character tiers list if you even care. Yes, Catwoman is the best. One thing I did not like, and it's something that isn't really well executed, is the stealth. I know, it's a LEGO game at the end of the day. Just punch your way out of everything. But if we're making this a love letter to Batman, one big part of Batman's character is the stealth. He isn't a hero that just goes gun blazing from the front door of a place. I feel like the game punishes you a lot for going stealthy. I mean, more than punishing, it's like it doesn't really encourage you to do it, except like in 3 missions during the whole story. But other than that, the mechanics for stealth aren't that great. But as I said, I'm not going to nitpick a lot. Although what I just said was kind of a nitpick, but it's whatever. You can't unmute the video now, buddy. Now to the puzzles. Although I'm not a big fan of puzzles in general, not just in LEGO games, but in general, my brain is the size of a penis. And when I have a significantly brain-tickling puzzle in front of me, I just die. Straight up. Bro, I'm not doing this shit. Maybe I need Robin? Who can do this shit fast enough? Unk, hit the green one only. Oh my god, bro's right. Does it have to be the same one? I'm guessing it does. Oh, it's in the wall? Oh my god, you're right. So as you can see, puzzles are not my strong suit, but I get that it's like 50% of the gameplay loop in LEGO games, and I didn't mind it at all this time, except some parts. But again, I really like the integration it had with all the different characters that you have to like switch around between them because there's specific things that maybe Batgirl has to do, but then there's something that has to be done with Nightwing, and then top it off with Talia type shit. And you're wondering why I haven't been talking about Batman this whole time, because he's a bum straight up in these sections. He doesn't really have anything support wise. Like, he has his grapple thing that sometimes helps. Oh, and the blowing the wall thing as well. Of of course, but it's fine. It's what I was talking about in the story section. It's Batman realizing he can't do all this by his lone self. He doesn't have a hack in the device that allows him to knock out the firewalls of things, or a cat that you can control on command to sneak into places. He just doesn't have it. He's not beating the fraud allegations with this one. I'm kidding. I don't want to be killed by the Batman fans. I love Batman. He's literally my favorite DC character. So yeah, please don't kill me. Now onto the open world, kind of a buzzword nowadays, since a lot of different games have been integrating open world into the games with no specific reason. I mean, Mario Kart World sucks balls, Star Wars Oddball sucks balls, Assassin's Creed Shadow sucks balls. All of these companies are trying to force open world into their franchises, and it doesn't really work out. So is Lego Batman the exception? It just might be, because Gotham has never looked this good before. The attention to detail everywhere, the atmosphere, the graphics. In a Lego game, this is like Arkham levels of beautiful. But I know the graphics is not what makes an open world good. It's more what it has to offer. And there's a lot. And when I mean a lot, I mean a lot. Right now, you're looking at the map. I wouldn't call all of this collectible slop, as there's really only two types of collectibles in here, which are the caches and the statues. All of the other things you see, you will have to interact with it in some way, in some form, and it will make your brain tingle, because you have to think a lot, or just fight your way out of something. And as Batman being the world's greatest detective, it makes sense that there's this many puzzles. Yes, there is Riddler trophies, but on top of that, they also added Clue Master trophy, which is kind of the same shit, but it's my shit, okay? And I enjoy collecting a lot of these things. There's also animals that escape from a zoo thing, which I really like. This forces you to play stealthy, because when the animal sees a 2-inch plastic minifigure running their way, of course they're going to scram. So the way to approach them is to sneak behind them to put a tracker on it. And I think that's great. The crimes aren't something I particularly enjoyed, since there's not really an incentive to stop them. Maybe if they gave you those chips you use to upgrade your skill tree, then maybe I would go for them. But other than that, fuck the civilians. They can handle all that shit. Then there's these side missions, I guess. Which one is about helping Sofia Falcone do something? I mean, they make you go into people's home and steal from the safe, and I think the people that I'm stealing from is evil, I hope. And then the other one is helping a detective do its job, even though it's literally his job. Why am I helping him when I could be doing some other shit? I don't know, but he needs help and we're helping him. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot to do in Gotham. The story takes around 8 to 10 hours to complete. Of course, it depends on the pace that you play with and the difficulty. I of course played this on Dark Knight difficulty, although it wasn't really that challenging. All they did was just spawn more enemies, but it was fine. I really liked it. But after completing the story, there's a lot to do, and I find it fun. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but if you like Batman and Gotham, you're gonna have a blast going through the city, getting 100% completion and everything. Me personally, I'm currently aiming for the Platinum trophy because I like the feeling of seeing 100% of my screen, or 69.7% suffices as well. Look at the completion. 69.67, bro. Oh my god, bro. We're so funny. I'm sorry. All right, it's Lego Batman, the best Lego game that TT Games has ever released. Yes. Am I getting cooked by the nostalgia-infused nerds for this? Yes. But I'm not afraid to say that this game is amazing. Everything about it is good. The story is great, the combat is amazing and addicting. They put crap on this shit. The puzzles are great if you like puzzling. They will make you think, which is something, right? And they're not all as simple as you think, at least. I mean, I'm kind of dumb, so yeah. The open world is one of the best open worlds from any game we have seen in recent years. Yes, it's not in the level of Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, we all knew this comparison was going to happen. It was inevitable, but it's just a great game, and I recommend it. Is it worth 70 bucks? I mean, look guys, at some point, this is a pill you have to swallow, sad. Every game company and their mother increasing the prices everywhere. It's just something that can't be stopped. I know not everyone has the ability to buy this game at full retail price, and that's okay, especially with Lego games. I mean, I don't know if they're going to do an exception with this game, but I'm sure this game will be the price of a McDonald's meal by the end of the year. If not, in a year from now. But it will be cheap at some point. So if you're okay with waiting, then there you go. I do think this game is worth the $70 price because it's a game that has a lot to offer. And you will not feel like you were scammed like I did with another DC open world game. But to finish it off, introducing the Endy score, which is just a score meter, but any theme. Guys, this is all for brand recognition, okay? Lego Batman, Legacy of the Dark Knight gets a solid... Oh, shit. All right, let me fix this real quick. 9 out of 10. There you go. I love this game, okay? Call me a glacier, you fuck.